You had $8 million in play money today. What did you do? The question was, how would you live the life of your dreams? So you had $8.88 million. My life path number is 8, if you haven't figured that out. And 8 is a number of abundance. So we've been playing with 8 all weeks for that reason. Tell me in the chat, how did you all spend your $8 million? And here's the thing. Every day that I've given you play money, there's been a lesson. There's been a money lesson as we're playing, if you haven't noticed yet. So let me unveil the lesson behind today's $8 million. I started on Monday talking about the reticular activating system, and what we focus on expands. And I gave you $8 million to play with and to ask you, how would you live your dream life? Because the mind that embraces money and has fun and expansion around money attracts more of it. And what most people are doing is we have this powerful reticular activating system, and money, the area of money, our focus is, I want money to live the life I have right now. I want enough money so that my budget works, which is a very limited position to have around money. What I want to teach you how to do is how to play the money game like we've been playing every week. So you stay in, I want dream money for my dream life. That's how I want to focus on money. That is what I want to be constantly feeding my reticular activating system. I want to focus on, instead of staying in my budget and the limitation of my budget, I don't love that word, as you can tell, I want to dream. I want to live in that 50,000 or more lifestyle, that millionaire lifestyle budget. I want to always be feeding my reticular activating system. This is what my dream life looks like. And this is the amount of money that's involved in this dream lifestyle. We all know the story of Jim Carrey. He wrote his $10 million check, put it in his pocket, walked around. That was his NC, and every day. First movie he got after he did that, Dumb and Dumber. How much did they pay him? $10 million. You want to challenge me about if this works? And P.S., can I just lovingly say to the woman who posted in our group yesterday that this is BS, I love you. And Teresa, thank you for giving me the reframe on BS. It's just your belief system. And we all have the right to whatever we want to believe. But I'm here to tell you that this is science. It works. And for me, I don't know about you, I want to follow the people who are working it this way, who have this scientific application of the universal principles to make life easier. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Tell me how you spent your money. How are you living the life of your dreams? Because you have $8 million extra just sitting around. Cool? I love it. Oh, I love it. Retire to a ranch. Now that, buy my house, go to Hawaii. I absolutely love it. All right. So everyone, we've been together for 5 whole days. I want to do a check-in with you, and I want to do a quick recap. So I need everybody, we're going to type like crazy today. P.S. Tag a friend and say, come learn how to receive your millionaire lifestyle. Like if you're tagging me, tag Tasha at Tasha, come learn how to receive your millionaire lifestyle. All right, let's go. Tag a friend. I'm looking. I want to see you all tagging friends. Bring everyone you possibly can into this conversation, because we're not having this conversation enough. Remember I said, they want us to believe we have to work hard for money. They're not talking about how we can receive it, the feminine energy of receiving. So tag a friend. Thank you to all of you that have been sharing and tagging friends. I go back after every live and I see every single person in the comment who tagged a friend. Facebook shows me every person who shared. And I'm just saying, here's some extra good love for all of you that have been so generous. Mwah, I appreciate it. Thank you for spreading the good word. So let me ask you to recap this week. Number 1, have you had fun? Let me know. Have you had fun this entire week? Showing up every day for an hour of your time together. Has it been fun for you? Let me know in the comments. Have you had like the awareness that, you know what, Tasha, listening to you, I realized, oh my God, in 5 days, I'm starting to think different. I'm starting to realize that listening to you, it's like you turned on this faucet in my mind and I've just up leveled just by listening and tapping into the conversations. Are you thinking different? Have you gotten to the place where in this short period of time, the stuff that I shared with you, the science, right? The spiritual aspects of trauma and its impact on you, have you realized that, wow, I'm having a deeper understanding? Like, I get everything that you've been saying, and whether I heard it in a religious context, or I heard it through law of attraction, or I followed Joe Dispenza, or I listened to Esther Hicks, or wherever you've learned it and understood it, this just took it deeper for you. It connected more dots. Have you experienced that in the last 5 days? And my favorite of all is, do you know that you deserve more? Wherever you're at in your life right now, you recognize, you know what? I deserve more than what I have right now. And so I want to ask you about your greatest lesson, because I know you learned a lot of things this week. I know you know it's been a lot of breakthroughs, a lot of ahas, a lot of insights, but I want you to just quietly tap into what was your greatest lesson. And I'm going to just do a quick recap of the things that I shared. So on Monday, we talked about the reticular activating system, and I brought to your awareness, just kind of look at what you're focusing on. What are you really feeding your reticular activating system? Is it the kind of stuff that you want to see the results of in your life? Are you feeding it worry, fear, lack, limitation, doubts, anxiety? Or are you really spending your energy and your thought effort feeding this powerful part of your brain honestly, and be true to yourself? Like, Tasha, you made me realize I'm not really feeding it the stuff that I should be feeding it. And I'm seeing the results of what I'm feeding it, right? So I'm feeding it junk food and I'm getting some of the results of that in my life, in my business, with my money. So that was number one. Number two, we talked about revise. That was the first part of the vision alignment method, where I said we have to look at our money traumas and identify that we have them, that we're experiencing post-traumatic financial disorder. Nothing's wrong with us. They're not wounded and broken. We've had trauma in our lives and we're in survival mode with money. No matter how hard we're working for it, we really are just trying to protect ourselves emotionally, even though we want more money. Was that the big aha for you? And realizing I have to get on a healing journey to revise all of these traumas. Number three, we went into the second part of the vision alignment method, where we talked about revealing. This is such a powerful piece, especially for women, giving you permission to say, I can ask for what I truly want. Do I even know what I really want? Or have I been asking from desperation and what will make my husband happy? What will make my family happy? What I think, I should be doing as a person in business. Is that where I'm asking from? Or am I really asking for do I know what I want? Am I really clear about what I want? And looking at when I said, so many of you on the calls have said, Tasha, the moment you said, look in your life because you have what you believe you deserve. So look in your life and it's going to tell you what you truly think you deserve. And was that your biggest lesson? Was that your aha? And yesterday we looked at relive, visioning. And I said, I know every one of you are visualizing. You know how to do it. You know you should be doing it. But do you have the results? Are you doing it? Are you masterful at it in such a way that when you're in your visioning, you're in that fifth dimension experience that you already created, it feels so real to you. You are emotional, you're being it, you're seeing it, and you know how you know it's working? You have results. We only measure results, period, bottom line, right? So do you have the results of your visioning? And now that you've typed all of that, I want to ask you now, so pause. Of all, whatever your number one thing was, and of all the things that you got, which is the one, though, that you recognize, you know what, Tasha, this is where I need the most support. I listened to you all week and I realized There's nobody like in my life that is supporting me with this. There's nobody giving me permission to ask for what I want. There's nobody supporting me and saying it's okay to ask for help. There's nobody that's supporting me and recognizing I have trauma and I have to work on healing it. I don't even know where to turn now that you've shown me that, right? So what is the area that you need the most support after everything that you've learned this week? I want you to tell me in the comments. Go ahead. Everybody type. Everybody type. I love it. So many powerful insights. So many powerful insights. I trust that this has been a great use of your time. My intention was to show up and give you 1,000%. And my desire is that you got more than what you were hoping to get from this challenge. Right? And if I'm reading what you have written, I know that you all got a lot. So now I want to go back to visioning from yesterday, and I just want to touch on a little thing because I want us to play with visioning before we go into receiving. So with visioning, here's the piece that people aren't talking enough about that teach this. When you go to vision, it's not about the how. The how piece. It's not about what happens during manifesting. When you vision, you're going to vision after you have the results. So what I see people doing wrong is they're practicing visualizing and they're visualizing, oh, I have $25,000 in the bank, or they're visualizing, I now have 50 clients. Well, you know what? I spoke to a beautiful lady last night, and when I asked her her number, she told me the number. She said it was $5,000 to $10,000, and I said, your energy around that is so weak. That is not, and if you're going to spend your time visualizing that you have that number, you're like using a fraction of your energy, your powerful visioning energy to create, because that number is not even like, it doesn't light you up. Then we started talking about, let's say you have the number. What is your life like? What is your and your husband's relationship like? What are some of the things that you're doing? Then she was like 100 out of 10, right? So it's being able to be mentored to figure out, and for you, you might get that 100 out of 10 just with visioning the number. But most people in the work that I've done, the result comes faster when you tap into the after you've become successful, right? That is why I say to you, okay, what do you really want? Because you're thinking it's $25,000 a month, but you know what? That might not be what you really want. And so what we have to work together to figure out is, what is that thing for you? So it's what I know for sure, it's after you've had the success. That's what we focus visioning on. So let us play together right now with visioning. All right, you guys ready? You in this with me? We're going to vision. We're going to do this. I'm going to just show you like how to think about it. Right? One of the things that I do when I take people through the visioning process is I get them to write out their end scene. Those of you that follow Neville Goddard, you know what I mean. This is where you've got the success already, and you're now living out, you're writing out what your life is like after you have it. So I teach you how to write out the vision. Write the vision and make it plain. You've all heard that. But how do you do it? And are you writing it powerfully? Are you writing your truth or just what you think you should be writing? It's all so many, the details, the magic is in the details. So I'm going to create a scene where it's 120 days from now. We're in February. We're at the end of February. Every single one of you that have been a part of this challenge, you all said yes to continuing the journey with me for the next 120 days. You all came into our 120-day program. You all had me in your life every single day for 120 days. You had this energy. It went by quick. It went by like that. You were like, oh my God, we're in February. You had so much fun. It was so much high energy. You had so many breakthroughs. You had every single result that together we created for you. What is it that you want? I helped you write it. I showed you how to tap into your truth. We declared it. We did all the work. We healed. We stood for what we deserve. We went through all of the things to go through. We had so much fun, and we're at the end of February. Now I want you to tell me, whatever your number was, 25 or more a month, 25,000, 10,000, 50,000 or more a month, whatever, everything has already happened. I want you to tell me now in the comments, how are you being? Who have you become? because you went on this 120-day journey with me. I want you to describe to me how it feels to be this new version of yourself. Look around at your life because you now have what you deserve. What do you see? How are you? The success that you have is now so easy. How does that feel? I want you to type it in the comments. I want you to tell me when you look at, how you think different, like the energy that's coming off of you, the way people are magnetized to you. And just tap into, if you can, like really tap into, you know what, Tasha? My life just feels so easy now. It feels so fun. There's so much space. The word that comes to my mind, if I'm to give you a word, Tasha, I feel free. When I vision having done this work with you and I'm at the end of February, I feel free. That's the word. Free. That like encapsulates all the things. So go ahead and tell me, like that might be your word. That's what I think of for all of you. I just want you to have that experience of truly feeling free. Oh, I love it. Janie says, every day is fun and free. Ooh, freedom. I love it. See, I'm with my people. That is how we vision. We go to the end. We go to the end. We feel into it. We've done all the things. We have the results. Now let's pause. We're just going to put that in a little spot for a moment because now you know what you're going to have at the end of the journey. We've painted that picture. You felt it. You know. Now, I promised you today that I'm going to talk about the last piece of the vision alignment method, which is to receive. So we talked about part 1, revise your traumas, reveal what you truly want, relive over and over the 5th dimension successful version of you, that's visioning. And today we're going to talk about, you've done all that, now it's time to receive. And we know by action, you receive. By action, you receive. But what I want to teach you about is this is not the masculine action. When it says by action, you receive, it's not masculine action. So I'm going to ask you all now to type this because I want you to like infiltrate your subconscious mind with this. I am talking about, whenever I say action, I'm talking about the feminine inspired action. Can you all type that? Feminine inspired action. I want you, every time somebody tells you you have to take action, I want you to come out of the masculine, do, heavy work, weighted, exhausting. I just want you to step into, oh, what they're saying is I have to take feminine, inspired action. I want you to make that like your new autopilot for action. And so I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into when I say receive your multimillionaire lifestyle. What do I mean? The masculine form of action is 99% of your energy is effort and work. It's exhausting. The feminine form of action, it's 10% of your energy and effort is an inspired action. When you're taking this kind of action, you're in flow. It feels fulfilling. It feels easy. It feels relaxed. It feels fun. It's life-giving kind of action. Do you want to be taking action in that way? We have to take action to receive. I'm not going to be one of these people who tell you, oh, you can practice the law of attraction and do like, all the spiritual practices and just sit at home and look beautiful and it will just show up at your door. That is not true. And I'm not going to tell you that. You have to take action. I want to reframe this action. In fact, look at attraction. The very word attraction at the end, it ends with action. Because in order to attract easy next level success in the way that you want, you do have to take action. That's just a fact. But do you want to take it in a masculine way or the feminine way? To receive through action in the feminine way. And I'm going to share with you that this is the teaching that I'm here to offer. I'm here to offer showing you how to learn, how to master asking for inspiration and receiving it. So many people are working. We're making to-do list. I used to be like the greatest to-do lister ever. It would have 17,000 things every day. Now I've mastered. I practice my spirituality so much that I ask for inspiration and I receive it. I know exactly what to do, and it's so much easier. And I'm going to blow your mind by just telling you this truth. If you are not taking inspired action, then you're just working for work's sake. If you're not taking inspired action and you're in that masculine work, you're being the most inefficient with your action. You're being unproductive. You're going uphill. It's exhausting. And here's the bottom line. This is going to be the toughest love I've given you all week, but it's just the truth. If you are not taking inspired action, you are feeding your addiction to hard work. Even though you say you don't want it, if you're not playing in inspired action, you're simply working for work's sake, and you're just on the hamster wheel of feeding the addiction to working harder and harder. I'm going to just let that sit for a moment. So if you were ever to join me on a Zoom call, my little screensaver on Zoom says, I commit to easy and relaxed. Those of you that have joined me on Zoom, you've all seen that right before I come on live. I literally have everything in place to remind me I commit to easy. So all of you that are here, you've invested this time. I want you to embrace this concept, and I want all of you to type, I commit to easy and relaxed inspired action. I know it's long, but I need you to just like feed that like broccoli and spinach and protein to your reticular activating system. I need you to type it so you can get it. I commit to easy and relaxed inspired action. Go ahead. I commit to easy and relaxed inspired action. And now I just want you to pause for a moment, and I want you to allow yourself to feel, just allow your body to feel that easy, relaxed, inspired action. Just feel how that feels in your body. And just allow yourself to ask you are the one who decides, do I want that? Do I want to take action? If I'm going to have to work to get results, do I want it to come from that place where it's easy, relaxed, and just inspired? Feel into that for yourself and decide in this moment if that is something that you want. Now I'm going to show you a formula that will help you understand this at a much deeper level. So I'm going to ask you to type. It's going to show up on the screen, but I want you to write it so you can remember. The formula for creating results is this: I plus M plus A equals R. I plus M plus A equals R. So write it down, look at the screen, whatever you do. I'm going to go really fast because I really want to get into this, right? So here's what I have learned. I is intention. This is your intention to create a result. M is the mechanism. It's the how. How is it going to happen? Something has to happen in order for me to get the result, right? I intend it, and then something has to take place in order for me to get the result. That's the mechanism. A is action, but this is where we say this is inspired action. And so your intention plus how plus you taking inspired action is going to get you the result. Some of you have probably seen this formula before. I first learned it as only I plus M equals R, but I have added the A because I want to always remind myself of that inspired action piece. So in the masculine world, they teach us only put a little bit of energy on your I, your intention. Like, say a prayer, think positive, write down a journal affirmation or something, write out a goal. Like, do that, write it down. It's like, just kind of like, 5% of your energy towards intention. And then what do? they teach us, you got to figure out how you're going to do this. What is your plan? What's your strategy? What's the task list that you have? And what do we do after we set the intention? We worry about how is it going to happen? And we consume our mind with how. 20% of our energy is focused on worrying about how in the masculine formula. And so then that leaves what? 75% or 70%, whatever those numbers add up to. So 70% of our energy now, we're going to work. We're going to get this done, right? That masculine do. So 5% of your energy is intention. It's like, just like write it down, say a prayer, be grateful. And then spend 20% of your time and energy worrying about how it's going to happen. Can you relate? Do you do this? Do you spend a lot of time worrying about how you're going to achieve your next level results? I know I used to do that. And then just get to work. 70%, 75% of your energy, get to work. Do it. Well, I want to introduce you to the feminine version of this formula. What I have learned to do and what I'm teaching you to do is I want to teach you how to use 90% of your energy towards focusing on mastering intention. Be so crystal clear about the outcome that you want, your intention for the result that you want, that you put all of your power into the intention piece. Your mechanism, how it's going to happen, zero. Zero. We never worry about how it's going to happen. We give no time and energy to how. It's the most inefficient use of your energy. And then 10% of your energy is on inspired action. What I'm telling you is I have flipped the formula and I've told you, use your energy on intention, master your intention. Invest in that part of it. How can I master being so intentional that that's where I put the power so that I only have to do inspired action? 10% of my energy towards the result is in action. Once you understand that formula, what I just told you, it's going to probably take you a while to get it, but that right there was the key for me. Understanding. I always say it's either or. The masculine version, right, where you're 70% action, 20% staying awake at night worrying about the how, you're going to get the result. It works too. But there's another way. There is another way, and you know it, your spirit, your soul, you're here because you know it. You've been longing to learn it, to be shown the way of how to implement these universal principles that are just easier. And this is what it looks like. Master your intention. Master your intention. So I remember when I learned this, I said to myself, I'm ready for my next level. I'm ready for my millionaire lifestyle. And the way that I want to have this millionaire lifestyle, where I experience success with more ease, I experience success with more fun, more fulfillment, more financial bliss. And remember, financial bliss is where we're like, Maria, if you're here, shout out to you. We had a conversation and it was like, you know what? I just want to take the money conversation off the table. I don't want to argue with my husband about it anymore, or my family, or I can't do something for my kids because I don't have the money, or I can't go on the trip, or I can't invest in my business anymore. Because I don't want to have a conversation about money because it's just there. It's there more than I need. That to me is my millionaire lifestyle. And to get to that next level with more ease, what I want to tell you is the answer is to invest in learning how to master your intention. This I piece of that formula is the vision alignment method. It is where we have to first heal and revise the traumas. We have to tap into what we truly want so that our intention has power. We have to do that reveal piece. Reveal to yourself, what do you really want? Know that you deserve it. Learn how to vision that intention over and over and over in the fifth dimension so that it happens for you with speed. I hope you're getting this. Can you give me some hearts? Give me some likes, some thumbs up, some hearts if you get this. The people that I'm talking to, you're at this level on the journey. You're not a beginner, right? That's why this is like a higher level and you're at this level, but you're not getting to the breakthrough that you need with all the knowledge you have about manifesting, and you've been looking for a way to get to the next level. You get what I'm saying. It all makes sense. The piece that you're missing is, can somebody just put it together for me, hold my hand, and show me how to implement it so I get to that next level faster and get the results that I want. You are the person I'm talking to, right? Not the beginner. Like, this is going to be over your head if you've just now started hearing this. But if you are there, then I'm talking to you and you understand what I'm saying. It's all about less strategy, which is what the world tells you. And it's more about the spirituality and the application of the universal laws. Are we going to talk about strategy in the next 120 days? We have to, but it's going to be from such a different place because we're working from universal principles and spiritual practices. I love all the hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Napoleon Hill said it best: think and grow rich. Think and grow rich. Like, you didn't even need to read the whole book. The answer was in the title. He spoke to millionaires from every walk of life, every industry, every different age group, no matter what they were. The only qualifier was that they were a multimillionaire. And the title of the book was Think and Grow Rich. That intention piece is the answer. It is the answer. It is what you need to master. So for me, over my lifetime, I've invested in real estate. I have a master's degree. Thank you to my parents for paying for all kinds of education for me. I've done every certification on the planet, including I'm a travel agent. I have invested in a franchise business. Like, I've invested in so many external things to get to my next level of success. And the number one best investment that I've ever made, because none of those lasted. I lost the franchise business. Real estate market sucked at one point, right? The certification for traveling, I never used. My master's degree is in banking. I've never been in a bank as a job. Like, none of that stuff served me long-term for getting to success, like the investment I've made in understanding my power and how to use it. So I want you to type this right now. Me, the word me equals the best investment ever. Investing in yourself, investing in unleashing your power that you already have is going to be the best investment you will ever make in your lifetime, ever, period, hands down. Because you know what I learned? If I had what I have right now, no matter what business I'm in, whether the real estate market succeeds or fails, whether the stock market goes up or down, like, why are wealthy people not affected by any of that stuff? Because they think differently. They are vibing on an energy field that is like, no matter what, I'm going to be successful. But you have to harness that from within. You have to learn how to tap into that and maximize it. I love it. Me equals the best investment ever. So now I want to ask you, I'm going to define some descriptions, right? I'm going to talk about some things, and I want you to type the word yes. Only type the word yes to the things that apply to you. Like, if you have no interest in this, don't type. If you're like, Tasha, I'm a yes, type the word yes. Are you ready? I'm going to go through this really fast. Are you a yes? You're like, Tasha, I want to learn inspired action. I'm done working for working's sake. I don't want to work any harder. I really want to learn this thing you're talking about, inspired action. I only want to take inspired action. Tell me yes, that's you. Number 2, Tasha, I want to walk around with the kind of confidence in my business or my career where I know, I am so 1,000% confident that everything I touch is going to be successful, no matter what economy, no matter where I live, no matter who I am, nothing. I have so much confidence in myself that it's like I just have the Midas touch. I just do. Everything I do is easy and successful. I attract opportunities. I attract high-end clients that know what I deserve and easily pay me. I am a walking magnet to everything that is success. Is that you? Type yes. Go ahead. Let me look at the comments. Tasha, I want consistent income, consistently increasing, whether that's 5K, 20K, 50K, whatever your number is. I want it. I want to sleep at night knowing I made it last month. Oh my God, I'm making it this month. And it's already in the bank for next month. Like it's always there. The only change is it keeps increasing. Is that you? Is that what you want? Is that your desire? Type yes. Blow me up with the yeses. Tasha, I want to master visioning in a way that I know it's working because I see the results. Tasha, me, I want to, when I say I deserve something, I look around in my life and there it is. I have in my life the fruits tell me I really do own that I deserve it. Tasha, what I want is to be healed. I want to be healed from all of these traumas that you talk about. I want it gone, and in the past, that's me. I want to know how to create the kind of strategy for my business. I want you to teach me how to create the type of strategy that lights me up. Every cell in my body, when I look at my plan that I'm going to execute, I get so excited. I'm like a kid at Christmas. I cannot wait to execute. I want to run my business and my career, whatever it is, from a strategic plan that like just feels fun. Tasha, I want to feel proud of myself. I want to look at what I've created in my life and in my business, and it makes me feel proud. Everybody else, my family, my friends are so proud of me. That's what I want for myself. Is that you? Let me look at the comments. Tell me. Tasha, I want to stop working. I want to stop working from the place of time for money. Like I have to put in time to make more money. What I want to make money to buy myself time. I want to make money so that I can have freedom, choice, ease, fun. That's why I want money. I want money to buy time. I don't want to spend my time making money. I want to flip that whole conversation. Are you a yes? Let me look at the yeses. Let me see if I'm with my people. And Tasha, I want a team. I only want to do what I love. Like that's it. Give me the team to give me the team to do everything else except the piece that I love. Is that you? Oh my gosh. Look at all these yeses, freedom and choice. Please. Thank you. I spoke to a beautiful lady yesterday and I said, so I'm going to show you how to do all this. What are you going to do with all this time? She's like, I'm just going to sit at the beach. Like, I just want to hang out. She goes, and people make me feel bad for saying that. I said, you're in the right place. We like to have those conversations. Like, can I just like do what I love? She's like, I just want to go speak. I want to go act. And when I'm done, the team does whatever needs to be done. And then I'm just at the beach. I'm just living my life. I'm hanging out. We're a yes. You're in the right place. We're a yes. If you have typed yes to all of these things, then you are the people. You're the reason I did this challenge. You're the reason I've put in all the time these last 2 weeks, showed up every day 1,000%, because you are my people. My prayer has been, God, there are people right now who they want to know how to do these things. They want to take themselves to the next level. They want it to be easy. They want it to be more fun, more fulfilling. They want consistent income, large amounts of consistent income. And they just need to know how to do it. And they're looking for someone. And I said, I'm going to show up and teach. Will you bring those people to me, God? And so it's not by chance that you're here. Both of our prayers have been answered. And you're telling me because you're like, yes, yes, yes. So here's what I want to invite you to do. If you've been a yes for everything, it's time to take action. Without action, our works, our faith, our dreams will not materialize. So I want you to type the word action. If you know you're ready, you want to be on a call with us, you want to talk about joining us for the next 120 days, type the word action and book a call. Book a call. Let's talk. We are halfway full already for the program. We're already halfway full with the calls. And I asked the team, I said, listen, I know I'm scared to look at the list because it's so long. There's hundreds of calls. And I said, listen, can you open up a few more spots right after this call, so that we can get some more people in before we close the doors? So if you have not yet taken action, go ahead and type the word action, book a call, get one of those spots for yourself, right? I told you, I'm giving you $30,000 worth of bonuses. 30,000. I probably will get to that, but just know I'm literally giving you $30,000 in value before you even start the work that we're going to do, the play, the fun that we're going to have together. All right. And so this program that I'm inviting you to, it's a 120-day program. It's called Money and Profit Mastery. Money and Profit Mastery. Make your yes that you type mean something. Make your yes that you said, I want all these things, mean that you're going to go give it to yourself. So in this program, you know how you sign up for these things and it's kind of like do it yourself? I don't flow like that. Like that does not do anything for me personally. So I've created a 120-day program where it's done for you. I have already figured out the system. It's proven. It's manifested over $55 million for people. It's given me my financial dreams and my relationship dreams. Every dream I've had imaginable has come from this proven system. I've already done it for you. What did I tell you? I'm going to show you every single day how to do a little thing that is easy, it's fun, and it's quick. For 120 days, every day, can you do something that's easy, fun, and quick to get the results that you want? I've already done the doing for you, right? I figured it out and made it as simple as I can. I'm also going to do it with you. How many of you signed up for a coaching program? You like fell in love with the person and then you never saw them again. That's not how I roll. I'm in the program with you. Diane and I are in it with you. I am the one doing the teaching when we have the calls. It is high touch, intimate. You literally, for the size of the group, you get so much touch and love and support. You know, that's what I love to do. I love to love on you and support you and cheer you on. Right? So for 120 days, you thought these 5 days were magic. Imagine me in your life every day for 120 days. That is magic. That is some crazy energy. So it's done for you, done with you. You have me and Diane. You have mentors because I'm a big fan of accountability. A lot of you know all this stuff, but you're not consistent in the application of it because you're not supported. You're not being held accountable. I want to hold you accountable to keeping this vibration high every day for 120 days, keeping you aligned to the vision that you have for yourself. I mean, like, is it a yes? Are you a yes for this? Go ahead and type the word action and come join us. I want you to know that in this 120 days, one of the things that I love about what we create is group. I asked you on Monday, do you want business BFFs? Every one of you was like, yes, I want a business BFF. Well, the energy of what you've experienced in this large group, imagine that condensed in an intimate group with people who they're just vibing like you. They're heart-centered. They have big dreams. They're all about living and speaking and being at this high energy. So many friendships all over the world have been created in this group. It's magic. Someone said in our last focus group, she goes, you don't talk enough about the energy, Tasha, in the group. Like, you don't actually use that to invite people. And that's probably one of the biggest benefits of being in your program is the energy that you sustain for 120 days. So here you go, Lashina, I'm saying it this time, right? It is the magic of being in a group with people just like you. 120 days of that. So you got me, you got Diane, you got your accountability partners, you got your business BFFs, you have a proven system. What else do you need? Let's play. I'll show you how to do all the things. Everything that I've taught you this week, I'll show you how to heal your traumas. I'll show you how to learn how to become deserving. I'll show you how to tap into what you really want. I'm going to challenge you to dream a bigger dream than the limitations from which you've been dreaming from. I'm going to show you probably are focused on the wrong thing, and that's why you're not manifesting. Let me take you through this door. Let me show you the easier way to get the result. Let me show you the piece that you're missing, right? So type the word action or go to Money and Profit Mastery. That is the website. You know, I'm not the girl. I'm not going to tell you, is this many calls? We don't have the time for that. So those of you that need that, you want to read all the details, moneyandprofitmastery.com is the website. It has everything you need to know, all the questions answered. All right, that's right. So how many of you have already booked the call? Lashina, I see you. Yes, the magic. Lashina is the one that said, Tasha, you got to talk and tell these people about the energy. So I want you to tell me how many of you have booked calls? How many of you have already booked calls? How many of you are we going to get to talk to? Where are the other half of you for this program? Let's go. Let's start. Let's fill it. I want to post sold out quickly so we can get this party started. I am so excited to talk to all of you. I am so excited to meet you in this group. I'm so excited to just hold hands, hug each other, journey together for 120 days. Let's do this. This is my time. Absolutely, this is my time. Okay, so what I want to say is I'm a big fan of real and like showing you real results. So I have two ladies that I need you to stay on to meet today because they're so inspirational that I want to show you what's possible when we talk about living like this. So can I have Mercedes, please? Join me up on stage. Hello, gorgeous.
Hi there. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Do not be distracted by her beauty or her arms. They are like killer. And to be fair, you are a Pilates instructor, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So Pilates instructor does the last challenge that we did. So this is just a few months ago. And the reason I asked Mercedes to come on is because I tell you, this is how intimately I know every single person in the group. I watch for the transformation, the moment where I see them change. And for Mercedes, for me, I mean, there was a thing where you had a car and there were like all kinds of things that you manifested, right? But the thing I want you to share with everyone was the moment you realized you had an opportunity to go work for like an hourly rate in a class. It was at a time of day that you're like, I don't feel it, right? I don't feel like going. And the past Mercedes would, from desperation, because so many people can relate to this, like, but it's money and it's a client and right. So let me just go. But you did the work and you realized you had permission to really stand for easy and relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
And like in that moment saw, this is my moment. So tell us about that.
Well, I'm here in the kitchen. It's around 4 or 5 o'clock. I get this text, can you sob? I'm like, oh, this stress inside of me that I don't really like, that I don't want. But hey, like you said, I need the money. I don't want to say no to money. Money's money. And then I said, something inside of me was saying, don't. But then, you fight. And I said, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to be not available. Because I really didn't want the stress. I really just didn't want to go through it. And I really just took that leap of faith. I think that's the biggest thing I've learned with the program is to have faith in following that instinct, that inspire action. It's an action, right? Not to even do things. That's still an action.
Can we just pause?
Mm-hmm.
It is inspired action, even to not do what doesn't light you up.
Right.
Like, I actually thank you for reminding me of that because that was something that I wanted to say. The most productive you can be is to do what you love and what feels good to you. That is the best action to take. You love it and it feels good. That is the most productive. This is why I say so many of you are just working for working's sake. You hate it, right? You're busy. It's hard and you're not getting anywhere. And you're like, but you think you have to keep doing it. So anyway, you come to this moment and keep sharing.
One of the best parts was actually not feeling guilty about it. So I let it go. I didn't think about it. It wasn't like I didn't feed into what I would usually do, which is, oh my God, look at you, what you just did. La, la. None of that happened. It was very, very different, Tasha. It was just like, I just kept cooking, doing my things in the kitchen like I love to do. Literally an hour after, I am not kidding. This was like, oh my God, I get a text from a client saying, hey, I have this person interested in Pilates. Would you be interested in talking to them? And I was just like, I mean, she was very thorough. Actually, it wasn't just like a small test. It was very specific about what this person wanted. Literally a week later, I start to work with the guy, and then when we made the deal, he sent me like $5,000 to work with him.
$5,000. In case
Yes,
you all
yes.
didn't hear that.
So I said no to $40 for that hourly rate to teach a group class in the middle of traffic, who would have taken me, who knows. And the best part of also going for the big money was that I asked even for more. Like I was like, I asked for the most I've ever asked. So it just really inspired me to just continue to follow. I know. So it can happen. It can happen. It did happen.
Gosh. What I love about your story, and this is what I mean, like I saw that moment for you, Mercedes, and my heart just like, all the things, because I know what it's like to be like, we've been so cultured and trained. I literally have told Diane, that's not our person. Like literally, like, no. Or here's an opportunity to do something, and I'm like, no, it's too hard. Like, no, it doesn't feel good. And yeah, it's sure it would be income, but it's like I've gotten to the place where I understand these principles so powerfully that I give myself permission to just say yes to what feels good and what I love. And then the money flows. And that's what I want to teach you all how to do. What I love about what you said, Mercedes, was I didn't feel guilty when I said no.
Right.
Like I said no and I didn't feel guilty. I think I know you know what that means, what it felt like, and the transformation that's just in that. But I want every single person listening that's right now doing something that you don't love, that's working really hard, that's thinking that's the only way, to just imagine where you get to the point where you say no to what doesn't feel good. And then you open up the space to receive what's meant for you, what's easier, what's more money. And what did she do? She's like, and now I'm going to ask for more than I've ever asked for, right? Thank you for being on.
Thank you.
And I just want I know I putting you on the spot here, but just because it was just such a few months ago, it was March that you started this program.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd never met you before. I still don't even know how you came into our world, but I'm sure you went through the process that everyone is going through right now. You're a Pilates instructor, right? Yeah. Like, what would you say to yourself back then where you're like, I'm going to have to make this investment in myself? And like I have these doubts or concerns or worries, like what would, knowing now you're on the other side of it, what would you have needed to say to yourself or to hear that you can speak into the people that are right where you were now?
Well, when I did this challenge, and I think that in the middle of the challenge, I had this opportunity to see how I felt about money and recognize that, Tasha. I didn't feel good about filling up the tank because I didn't have faith that money would come. And I think that was my moment. I'm like, I don't want to feel like this. I want to like feel comfortable with money. I want that. So I went for it. Like I didn't allow a lot of thoughts to stop me because that was what I do all my life. I'm a control freak. I want to make sure I know. I had to really go for it because I didn't want to continue feeling lack in my life. I wanted to feel something different. I wanted to have a positive relationship with money. And I got this, like I got to feel good about money and welcome it and receive it. So I would say people go for it, try it out. There's so much. I mean, we can talk forever.
We can talk forever, but it's so good because that's exactly what people are thinking is like, I want to invest in myself. I hear you, Tasha, I want it, but I'm worried about the money. And I'm like, Haven't you been doing that your whole life? Isn't
Right.
that kind of like why you are where you are? Like I say, I just want to take that off the table. I want you to never ever want to buy something for yourself, invest in yourself, do something for your family, and the thing that you're worrying about is money, right? And the way to break that pattern is, yes, it is going to take money. You are going to have to invest to break the pattern. That's kind of the test right now,
Right.
right? That's the place that you're in. So congrats on passing that test, Missy.
Thank
And
you,
thanks for
thank you,
being
thank
here.
you, thank you.
All right, Denise.
Hey, millionaires.
Hey, millionaires. Okay, let me just tell you really quick because we're at time. Denise changed the whole game for me. Okay. I am her mentor and her coach. And I want Denise to go back to when she joined the program, but I'm just
Oh
going to
my
start
God.
with kind of like the end. I have created a beast. This woman here, the permission that I have given her to live life fabulously has inspired me. Like she's turned around and inspired me. The other day I was introducing her and I made the mistake of saying, "Hey, this is Denise Money Making McKeezy." Now, most people would have been like, "Yeah, that's me. I'm Tasha Money Making Chen." Oh no. She corrected me. She said, "Excuse me, I am Denise Money Manifesting McKeezy because making money requires work and I'm not about it." She's like, "I'm a no to that. So please correct yourself. I'm Denise Money Manifesting McKeezy. I'm about manifesting, right?"
That's right.
So it's amazing. And when you said that, Denise, like it just, I mean, even me, I teach this stuff and I heard it from you. I was like, I know this. Absolutely right. Take out the stupid work out of the equation, right? But what I want you to share, Denise, is a little bit about your journey, where you were when you did this challenge, and the moment where you had the transformation on our coaching call, and you were like, they lied to me. So tell us where you were and tell us about that moment.
Oh my gosh. So let's go back. I even created a timeline because I had to, really remember where I was and what I was doing. So on August 23rd, 2020, I came across that Facebook ad about joining the money attraction community at 11:58 p.m. Eastern time. I joined. And then I saw that they were having a 5-day money attraction challenge. I was like, oh, okay, what the heck? Nothing else has been working in my life. I'm totally depressed. Um, I'm driving, I'm crying, I'm doing everything possible to get out of this state of being that I was in. I truly remember, and it's making me emotional because I can vividly see myself driving down the road and listening to Lisa Nichols and just really felt lost. Like I wanted more. I wanted to get out of this pit that I was in, and I just did not know how. I went to the doctor, they prescribed me antidepressants. I went through acupuncture, several sessions, it did not help. I said, I just need to change my mindset. Like I feel like I'm captive in my mind and I can't get
Mm.
out of it. It before the pandemic, my background is in finance, financial management. You want to talk about traumas? Having a BA and an MBA in financial management and ended up in bankruptcy. And having to tell my dad, who is somebody that I can
Oh no, you're frozen. Denise, no, we need you. Oh my gosh. Can somebody message her? But I'm gonna continue talking. Hopefully we get her back. So I know this part of the story where Denise's father was actually like her hero. He grew up he's in finance as well, and she as a child would work for him doing bookkeeping. And so when she had to tell him that she had filed chapter 11 bankruptcy, it was, or I can't remember what chapter it was, but she just had like all the guilt and shame that most of us do if you've been in that position, but add to it she has to tell her hero, and it's like 10 times worse. And so I remember Denise in the program, and I'm hoping we can get her back on. Actually, give me a second. I'm going to try to message her on on Facebook. Hey, come back. Okay. So I remember during the program, Denise said one day, she goes, they've lied to me. My whole life, they have, everywhere I turn, I have been cultured to believe that I have to work hard for money. And she came on that call that day and just declared, I'm done. I am saying it out loud. I don't want to have to work hard for money anymore. Like, I am done. And we were all, you see her passion, the way she said it, we all just kind of like sat back and we were like, well, okay. But she gave us all permission to start saying that out loud. And that's why I asked you on Monday, like, are you okay with me saying what I know you want me to say? What you really want to say? You don't want to work hard for money. And so Denise, that was her breakthrough moment. And I started to teach her how to powerfully use the laws to get the results that she wants in an easier way. I remember one of the things she said, I said, Denise, how can your business be easier? What would make it easier? She was like, if people started approaching me and asking me to speak at their events or bringing me business opportunities, if it like came to me, that would be easier. And I showed her how to create that. And I remember she got on a call. She was like, oh my God, it's too much. I have it all now. And it's so much. It's happening so fast. It's too much. This woman went from counting money in her couch to go to the bank to deposit it, from being depressed and everything that you heard her describe, to joining the program and getting to the place where her husband, who had been trying to get her out of the limitation thinking financially, finally got her to say she would sell their house, and they bought $1 million house while she was in the program, like $1 million. I mean, and when I tell you she has become Denise Money Manifesting McKeezy, it is truly all about sitting back and manifesting, because she now knows how to do it. So I wish she could be here. I'm going to try to get her back maybe on Monday or next week or some other time. The best part is I think she's having connection issues because she's on vacation somewhere. You probably saw her posting in our Facebook group, oh, this is easy and relaxed. Thank you for teaching me how to do this, Tasha. But I'm going to bring her back because I want you to hear her story from her. For those of you that have been inspired by everything that you've heard from all the testimonials this week, I want to leave you with this. At the end of this 5 days, it doesn't end. We get to continue from here for 120 more days. Is she back? Denise!
Oh my God, somebody does not want me to share my story.
And we're not having it. We're not having it, Denise. So I caught them up to speed. Turn it back the other way.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I caught everyone up to speed. I talked about, like disappointing your dad, counting the money in the couch, getting getting yourself to agree with your husband to buy the $1 million house, like all of it. But I told them all your business while you were gone. But what I want you to say in your own words is like, how are you living today? What have you, from everything that we taught you and showed you how to create a life of easy success, like, what is your life like now?
It's unimaginable. Like, the old me could have never imagined me doing what I'm doing now. Like, literally on vacation, we came down here to drop my son off to college, and we were just like, you know what? Let's just extend the vacation instead. Like, we'll try. I'll reschedule everything else. Like, I'm not going anywhere. I want to stay here.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what just came back to my mind, which we talked about yesterday with Mary, right? Remember when Mary said she just got a last minute invitation to India, like not to the town next door, to India, last minute. And she was like, oh yeah, okay, sure. Yes, that's where we want to live. We have choice. We have money freedom. We
Yes.
can say yes anytime, any place, because
Yes.
we can say yes.
Yes.
And our businesses are
Yes.
still fueling that lifestyle with ease. But my favorite story
Absolutely.
was recently when you posted, oh my gosh, I just got a message from my credit card. I overpaid. How much did you overpay your credit card, Denise?
So I didn't even tell my husband of this, and I think he's watching. So I overpaid the credit card $10,000. Didn't even realize. The best part was like, I was like, oh shoot, I overpaid him $10,000. Didn't even see it missing from my account. Like, didn't realize it. And
This is
then the
the
other
woman.
thing, yes,
This is the woman who was going to the couch to find the coins to go deposit in the bank account.
yes, yes. I would literally, when my kids, my husband, everybody was asleep, took the jar of coins, went to the supermarket to cash them in, to bring it to the bank and deposit it so that my account would not go into overdraft. That was, I'm going to say 3 years ago. That was prior to me joining the challenge. That was my life. Filing bankruptcy, going from a $130,000 a year corporate job to intending, and I posted this in the Money Attraction Challenge last night when I was going through and looking at we want to talk about results. Yeah. So the intention was for me to make $100,000 in 2021, right, by January. That was after me joining, Tasha's program. And I look back, I was like, damn, I did that.
In fact, you're probably saying to yourself, like me, when I find my intentions, I was like, why were you dreaming so small? Like, what was up with you,
Exactly.
girl? Why were you dreaming so small? P.S. Shout out to Dennis McKeezy in the house, Denise's husband. You can thank me later for changing her.
So,
Denise, he's like, I had no clue you did that.
no, no. I wanted him to join me on the call, but he's upstairs in the room, and I came down into the lobby because he was finishing up on another call. But I wanted him to also share like the transformation, because it's different when you look at some from the outside. You
Yeah,
see how you've changed, but
yeah,
when someone on the outside sees how much you've changed and you've grown, it speaks volumes,
yeah.
right? So you talk about it's going through your program. It was more than just the money. Hell yeah, I saw the money in the 5 days challenge that I did in 2020. I gained $23,000 in them 5 days. Yes, it's real. So that person that felt like it's your BS, like your belief system is different from my knowing. I know this works. And that's why I go so hard and I tell people like about this program. I tell people about this challenge and I leave it for themselves. Like, it is what it is. You believe what you believe, but I know what I know.
You believe what you believe, but I know what I know.
Yes.
I love that. And I really do. I want to stand for, I'm at the place in my life, honestly, where I've changed my life. I was the woman sitting on the kitchen floor crying about money every day, to be in this place where I'm like, this is my wildest financial dreams. I know what
Yes.
I know. And so when I invite
Yes.
people into this program, you best believe I don't bat an eye about the investment to do it, about the results I know you're going to have, about how your life's going to change, your relationships, your spirituality, your health, like everything. Like, I will look you in the eye and tell you it's going to happen for you because I know what I know.
Yes. And
That's the
knowing
power.
is far beyond just believing. Yes, you
Yeah.
have to believe, but when you know, that's a whole nother level. I know the money that has come into our lives. I know the partnerships, the collaborations. The Bible says that I will make a table for you and you will sit among kings and queens. That's what we do. We're sitting with senators, mayors, like every kind of arena. Like, I would have blown my mind, celebrities. Like, It blows my mind every single day, the people that are connected, and they're hearing about the things that we're doing, my husband and I are doing, and they want to be a part. That's the attraction. You'll attract those people into your life. It's for real, for real.
We're gonna keep these people on all afternoon. I want to, like I told you, you took me the game up for me, like next level. I just want to say, just because I know the power of having a partner that supports you, that visions for you, like Marcella's husband on Monday. So I just want to give shout out to your husband, Mr. McKeezy
Yes.
himself. Like, just thank you so
Dr. McKeezy.
Dr. McKeezy, that's right. He just graduated recently.
Yes.
Congratulations. But I really like, as women that's a desire that we have, is to have a partner who stands for us and with us and sees that. Don't have to believe what we believe. Don't have to
Yeah.
do the work the way we do the work. Don't have to get there the way we get there, but just stands for us.
Yes.
On behalf of all of us, Mr. McKeezy, thank you. And everybody else, what are you waiting for? Type the word action.
Yes.
Come join us. Thank you, Denise.
I dare everyone who is on the fence to really just step out on faith and watch God work. The day I had that call with Diane, I said, you know what? I'm playing full in. I'm paying for this course in full now, not worrying about how it was going to happen. A week later, I got it.
She got the money back a week later that she invested, right?
Yes.
Denise, thank you for being on while you're on vacation.
Mwah.
Go have fun. Mwah. Everyone, it's been an amazing week. I've had so much fun. Thank you for being here. Type the word action. Go to moneyattractionchallenge.com if you need all the details. Book a call. Mwah. We have to go. We have to jump on calls. We got people's lives to change. We got people who are going to be on here next time telling their story. Is it you? Is that you? I cannot wait to serve and support you. Thank you for this week. Thank you for being here. Dream a bigger dream. Mwah. I love you all. Bye.